As per CNN, federal investigators have just unearthed some truly unsettling footage related to Diddy's scandalous events, which could potentially lead to him spending his life behind bars.
So Diddy told the court that he would put up his $48 million Miami home, his mother's $2 million home. He would surrender the passport for himself, his mother, and his children, and he would ground his private jet in LA and toss them the keys if they would let him out on bail.
Stories about these disturbing events came to light when Cassie filed her lawsuit. Still, the content of this freshly discovered footage is beyond shocking, painting a picture of not just unruly parties, but also nightmarish scenarios where Diddy is accused of pushing his victims into disturbing situations. Furthermore, we're also getting wind of new findings from the federal raids at Diddy's properties back in March. Reports suggest that the places were stocked with peculiar items, including large quantities of baby oil, Roman IV fluids, and an array of tapes outlining some form of rituals. Hollywood is currently in a state of upheaval, as these tapes supposedly feature some heavy hitters from the entertainment industry, as well as high-profile government and public figures like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Ellen, Oprah, Clive Davis, and more. It seems that the authorities have been discreetly keeping tabs on Diddy for some time now. When they finally made their move and searched his properties, they discovered things far more unsettling than anyone had anticipated. Apart from 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it has also been rumored that they came across numerous rooms filled with peculiar adult playthings, creepy attire, masks, and other bizarre items, lending a spine-chilling vibe straight out of a horror movie you might think of Eyes Wide Shut, but way more intensified.
As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't. People say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling.
However, the real shocker is the alleged find of specially constructed rooms, each set up with concealed cameras covering multiple aspects, and some of these spaces were soundproof, no less. The mind boggles at the thought as to why someone would need numerous soundproof rooms unless some disconcerting and possibly illicit activities occurred. If you think this is the nadir, brace yourself, as it only gets murkier and appears to be shaping up into another Epstein-like scandal. According to sources, federal authorities have allegedly come across an extensive collection of disturbing videos involving prominent music industry figure Diddy and his influential buddies, allegedly caught in acts far more shocking than one might guess. You might wonder why he would potentially expose his reckless and brutal behavior to the public. Why would he risk putting these videos out there on the dark web? Rumor has it that big names like Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy's longtime friends from the industry, such as Usher, Meek Mill, Rick Ross, and French Montana, are featured in these tapes. But it's not just musicians. Top-tier actors, including Cuba Gooding Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, and even renowned directors and Oscar winners are supposedly captured in these videos, engaged in not just odd but potentially unlawful activities.
Black Suburbans, cars, Uber drivers late night after we came back from clubbing or partying. And I never really thought anything of it.
2 properties belonging to well-known rapper Sean Diddy Combs raided today in Los Angeles and Miami, part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation by federal authorities in New York. Combs' neighbours reacting today to that news.
Now obviously this came out and now it's like, wow, like that's crazy.
Talk on the town suggests that senators, governors, and even some aspirants for the presidency have been regular attendees at Diddy's notorious gatherings for quite some time. Naturally, these powerful people are scrambling to distance themselves from this scandal, particularly since Diddy is under strict surveillance due to potential self-harm risks. Whispers are suggesting these influential figures might take drastic measures to ensure their involvement remains hidden.
We've joked around about this in the podcast before. That like, what other person can go to the people that run the city and go, hey, I'm gonna dig some holes underground, put some tunnels in there, and they go, oh yeah, okay.
Nothing wrong with a hole in the ground.
But it's
people dig holes in the ground all the time.
But my question is, like, I know how much time you must be spending on your Tesla factory. I know how much time you must be spending on SpaceX, and yet you still have time to dig holes. under the ground in LA and come up with these ideas and then implement them. Like,
I got a million ideas.
I'm sure you do.
There's no shortage of that. Yeah.
I just don't know how you manage your time. I don't understand it. It doesn't even...
Adding to Diddy's troubles, he appears to be a marked man in the Metropolitan Detention Center where he is currently held. The plot thickens as authorities continue to sift through hours of footage. These new tapes reportedly reveal disturbing scenes of unconscious individuals and others seemingly incapacitated. Most concerning is that some of the victims allegedly appear underage. Given these allegations, it's not shocking Diddy is under close watch. However, insiders close to the case believe Diddy won't go down without a fight. They suggest these tapes might pull in several big names alongside him. Recently, some startling news has emerged, drawing parallels between Diddy and the infamous Jeffrey Epstein. Sources claim that both had intricate underground tunnel networks beneath their properties. One can only speculate on the disturbing intentions behind these tunnels. When Diddy snapped up that enormous mansion, it came with its very own underground system, and people just recently started talking about it. Some whispers suggest that he was using these maze-like tunnels for questionable activities. According to the latest buzz, Diddy has a vast array of these tunnels underneath his mansion, potentially used in some secretive, peculiar ways involving unsuspecting people. But here's the twist. Diddy's not the only one tied to these supposed tunnels.
Wait, am I the only one that didn't know there were secret tunnels in the Playboy Mansion? I literally just heard because like they were talking about Diddy and how the tunnels lead from the Playboy Mansion to Diddy's house or whatever. But I'm like, when did the Playboy Mansion get secret tunnels? And then I get on the good old Googler and lo and behold, there's blueprints of the tunnels that are under the Playboy Mansion. So apparently this was like built in the 1970s. Somebody needs to let me know where I've been because I literally had no idea. And look, I guess like the house is up here, obviously, but where is this going? And where does this lead to?
A post by the Los Angeles Times stated that Diddy's mansion, which he bought in 2014 for $40 million, features a unique swimming tunnel leading to a cave, and he apparently wanted this mansion specifically for its proximity to Hugh Hefner's infamous Playboy Mansion.
And honestly, it was giving detective for a moment because I had to figure it out after they said, oh, Diddy's house, Playboy Mansion, Hugh Hefner, whatever. So I put in the address and they're only 4 minutes away from each other. So that walk is nothing. I mean, if the tunnels are leading right there, that's nothing. So what was going on in them tunnels? The more you know. This is crazy. And apparently this is one of the houses that the Playboy Mansion tunnels lead to, but what in the world? I swear to God, I didn't know one thing. Who else has tunnels? And what else do we don't know? You know, I know that they say 2024 is gonna be like the year of like truth and revealing, but like, God damn, this is a lot. This is a lot.
His La Mansion is merely a stroll away from the iconic Playboy Mansion. Hearing this, rumors are spinning that this underground passage might link these two residences. We know this news is shaking things up, but it gets wilder. His mansion, including its underground swimming pool and grotto, already had these features when he purchased it.
We are learning new details today about the federal raids at homes tied to Grammy Award-winning rapper Sean Diddy Combs. Sources telling ABC News today federal agents seized several electronics during searches in Los Angeles and Miami. We have learned it's all part of an investigation into human trafficking claims. Neighbors in Los Angeles say there are often...
These tunnels were equipped with state-of-the-art security and designed to keep any activities hidden from prying eyes. Some sources even say that these passages led to numerous key places where Diddy could secretly meet influential names from the music industry, including top-tier actors, music tycoons, and rumor has it, even some high-ranking government folks.
Welcome to the family, John. my bitch, I'ma break it again. Feds keeping the spot. Hey, stays outside like them Yeezy.
Word has it that while upgrading Diddy's estate, someone discovered something peculiar: an entrance to a secret tunnel. And when the authorities searched Diddy's house last March, they knew exactly where to go. Now, it's well known that Diddy was a frequent guest at Hugh Hefner's house back in the day. And Diddy loved to entertain too. He would host grand parties at his own place, drawing in big shots from the music world, Hollywood, and even successful business owners, including folks from the tech industry. What scooped our attention wasn't these celebrity-packed parties, but the hush-hush gatherings that followed. Once the main event ended, only a select few, the inner circle of friends, were invited to these secret underground meetings. And that's where the gossip gets interesting and a bit unsettling. Stories are circulating that shady activities were afoot involving Diddy and young music artists. The rumor is that he'd record these newbies during unseemly acts and use the videos as leverage to control them. One name keeps coming up in these sordid tales: Justin Bieber. During a search, officials allegedly found concerning footage of Justin at these underground after parties. Justin hasn't said anything publicly, but rumors suggest he's been in talks with the feds. If you've seen any odd videos of young Justin with Diddy and compare them to how Justin behaves now, it's hard not to wonder what might have happened to him during those times.
Is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music. I've heard that song, After Party. But that was at the Holiday Inn, I think. All right, so, and how old are your kids now? How many kids do you have?
I have 6.
Get ready for an unexpected twist. There used to be a comedian named Trevor Moore who tried to sound the alarm about Justin. Still, sadly, no one took him seriously. He even went so far as to say that Justin was sold off to Diddy. But here's the sad part. Trevor is no longer with us. He mysteriously fell off his balcony and passed away in 2021. Even more startling is a sketch from Comedy Central that Trevor created a while back, now making rounds on the internet again. Guess what it shows? A young pop singer strikingly similar to Justin, singing about being handed over to a big-time music producer and taking part in some really odd activities. Now, fans are putting 2 and 2 together, drawing parallels between recent events and circulating rumors about Diddy's supposed engagement in mystifying ceremonies. Some have suggested that those wild, out-of-control get-togethers were not just random parties, but meticulously organized, unworldly rituals. Recall when Cassie, in her lawsuit, spoke about Diddy's thorough planning and execution of these parties, now termed freak-offs. According to her, Diddy was attentive to every detail, arranging candles and even compelling her and the ex-workers to don peculiar masks, Taking it further, Diddy would personally document the entire event on camera, directing the ex-workers on their roles. A fan of X made an insightful observation about how the lawsuit presented these scenes. The way Diddy recorded Cassie's actions on multiple devices, adjusted the candles, and wore masks, it all bears an uncanny resemblance to some ex-cult ritual. The fan speculated that Diddy may have shared these recordings with other powerful figures in the industry. Let's not forget the important point made by the renowned celebrity medium, Sloan Bella. A few months before Cassie lodged her lawsuit, Sloan had uploaded a now viral video on her YouTube channel. In that video, she made some hair-raising claims about influential men in the industry and their strange practices. According to Sloan, these men harness energy during their rituals, most involving young individuals. The plot thickens with Sloan's assertion that Diddy's former partner, Kim Porter, had witnessed some deeply unsettling events at Diddy's gatherings. And it gets even juicier. Kim allegedly had plans to spill the beans about everything in her upcoming tell-all book. Sloan believes Bieber's that it wasn't accidental. His energy and talent were nurtured and showcased to the world as a young teen. But here's the sad part: the process of becoming famous broke Bieber. He lost himself along the way because others stole his identity.
They were talking about, they showed him beating Cassie, and they showed him the apology and the whole 9 yards. All they said is that we have commentary about that, but we got to go to a commercial. They never came back and said nothing about it. I was like, yo, damn. He still got power like that? Somebody still like him like that? Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein. He was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced.
Now, there are whispers around town that Homeland Security may have discovered audio and video recordings. These could support Sloan Bella's beliefs about Kim and her interactions with young folks. Kim tried to shed light on some serious matters if the rumors were true, but it does make you curious about Kim's unexpected departure. Another big question: who else could have been involved in Diddy's alleged wrongdoings and participated in those rumored events? Well, the list of well-known individuals supposedly connected to Diddy's secret doings is wild. It's reported to include some of the biggest stars in show business, like Jay-Z, Oprah, and Ellen DeGeneres, all the way up to Diddy's 92-year-old mentor. Clive Davis, Diddy's old bodyguard, Gene Deal, has been outspoken recently. He questioned why Oprah, her best friend Gayle King, and even Jay-Z had stayed quiet about certain accusations made against Diddy.
One of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him. Because it would mess up their...
He's reminding us that these are the same folks who mingled and mixed with people like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, even though they've both been found guilty of some pretty bad stuff. And still, they didn't say a word about their wrongdoings. Oddly enough, Oprah was quick to criticize people like Michael Jackson, who, for the record, was never officially found guilty of anything.
Their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z. We the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff. But you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there, denounce what he did, or come forward and say, I support him. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Nobody haven't came out to support him, man. Not one person outside of Stevie J. Stevie don't count, bro.
Gene is also curious about how the public will react to this. Are they going to welcome Diddy back with open arms or not? According to Gene, the general public seems to be turning their back on Diddy, but he doesn't think the entertainment industry has done the same yet. He notes that a lot of people who attended Diddy's famous parties haven't spoken up or criticized what Diddy has supposedly done. To him, it seems like not a single person is brave enough to admit their true feelings because they're afraid of ruining their brand. Gene has a pretty strong opinion on this. He passionately says, "Get out of here with that." He wonders if these people would still let things slide if it was their daughter. Are they keeping quiet because they're scared to speak up and voice their disapproval? He seems to think so. According to Gene, there's this cool rule where only Jay-Z and Diddy can refer to each other by their real names, Sean. Only Jay-Z can call him Sean, and only he can return the favor. He expresses his disbelief and excitement, saying it's unbelievable and fun.
Obtained photos of the rapper's jet from today's scene at an airport in the Caribbean island. Combs is named in several civil lawsuits, including claims of sexual assault, but the raids are not believed.
Despite everything, no one stood up to say they didn't agree with Jay-Z's actions. It's like nobody wanted to go against the flow. It was equally surprising that nobody said they backed up Jay-Z either. Diddy is a pretty hot topic on the internet right now. People are chatting about it all over Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, using tags like #DiddyTunnels and #HollywoodSecrets. Everyone's got a different idea about what's really going on. Some think Diddy's just a small part of a bigger picture. They think there's more to this story, and it involves all Hollywood in some sort of spooky plan. As for what's gonna happen to Diddy, well, the latest word on the street is that he's in trouble. Some folks who know a lot about the law are even saying he might be in so much trouble that he won't be able to get out of it. They believe he could be facing some serious time away from the limelight. It's hard to believe that a person living like a king, flying around in private jets and enjoying all sorts of fancy stuff, could soon be swapping all that for life behind bars. Word on the street is that Diddy is having a hard time dealing with this new situation. Anyone would struggle, but especially someone like him, who is used to getting all the attention. We've also heard that Diddy is now under special watch at the Brooklyn jail. This was reported by the New York Post. They say it's unclear how he is mentally, but they've put him on watch just to be safe. Now, this has got a lot of folks remembering another famous case, Jeffrey Epstein. Remember him? The guy who was found dead in his prison cell, and they said he did it to himself. Well, a lot of people never quite believed that story. Epstein knew a lot of big secrets about very powerful people. Some say he was secretly blackmailing them. So now, with Diddy heading for a similar situation, people are asking who else is connected to this, because there could be some big shot people who don't want Diddy to spill the beans. As the effect of these allegations continues to spread, Diddy's inner circle has reportedly gone into damage control mode. Public relations experts are working tirelessly to reshape the narrative and protect his legacy. Despite their efforts, Diddy's reputation has taken a hit, with several endorsement deals hanging in the balance and collaborators distancing themselves from the scandal. The entertainment industry, known for its tight-knit relationships and unwritten rules, is watching closely, waiting to see how things unfold. The stakes couldn't be higher for Diddy and everyone potentially implicated in the scandal. As investigations proceed, both fans and critics are eager to see if justice will prevail, or if the powerful connections in Hollywood will once again manage to keep the full truth from emerging. So, what are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more news updates. Thanks for watching.